Good morning and welcome to a day in my life. I don't really have a specific thing I'm bringing you along for today other than I'm trying to get ahead on filming my vlogs and Plan With Me's for June instead of behind like I did last month. Last month I just kept putting them off and putting them off until finally I had to kind of do them overlap style, which is not my favorite thing to do. Typically when I am recording content, I like to do either a vlog or some style of Plan With Me once a week leading up to the following month. So like I said, it is Monday, it's June 3rd. So it's also kind of like a kickoff of the new month for me. We were out of town at the end of May and then we had company. So I kind of used the weekend, like the 1st and the 2nd to, I want to say reset, but I also did a little bit of relaxing I did some resetting, but I also did some relaxing just to kind of feel like I could get up and get started today. And so yeah, today is kind of jumping into goals and work. Sorry, I just realized I'm like super blown out, the lighting in here. I was trying to kick this vlog off like as quickly as possible, which resulted in, like, I'm not totally awake yet. I haven't had any coffee. I did get a good night's sleep according to my Aura ring. It's very interesting though, because just because my Aura ring says I got a good night's sleep doesn't mean I like wake up feeling insanely refreshed. I'm not really sure what that is. So, but like I trust it that I got a good night's sleep. I'll never get over the stuff. It smells so good. Anyway, so according to my Aura ring, I got a good night's sleep, but I'm still, not quite ready for the day. But I went ahead and got my workout clothes on. I talked about this a little bit in my, no I didn't. I think this is one of the things that has changed since I filmed that, I should say I'm just turning on the shower. Since I filmed my morning routine video, is that I try to put on my workout clothes first thing in the morning. It doesn't mean that I'm doing it first thing. In fact, it's not one of the things that I try to squeeze in before my daughter wakes up. It just is about like, this is something that's important to you and you're going to get to it at some point this morning. So I have my workout clothes on, my hair's up, did a little skincare. Let's keep going. And as I click stop on that clip, my daughter woke up. So that is the only part of my morning routine that I'm getting through before she joins me. All right, I set you up so I could plan my day. And of course, Charlie decided she needed to join the fun here. I have been doing planning sometimes we're at the kitchen table. That's why this background doesn't look like my desk. But whoa, run away pen. She's literally headbutting the camera. I think I mentioned this. Also, you may hear baby toys in the background. I think I mentioned this I did a daily Plan With Me last month. And I did one of the days here at the kitchen table. And so I can't lock Charlie out because it's just the living room. There's no way to lock her out. And yeah, it is what it is. But that's what I've been doing sometimes. It kind of depends on how I'm feeling for the day. Do I feel like I need to get my day planned out and organized before my daughter goes down for her first nap? If so, I sometimes will bring my stuff out here and do it out here. Sometimes I'll bring her into my office and still do it in there. Okay, looks the same to you. It's some amount of time later because I had to go handle some chaos. That is just our house lately. All right, so let's get today all planned out. I am back in my hourly notepad and I'm so excited. Part of it was me, this is a very smashed paper Mayflair. Part of it was me waiting for them to come back in stock so that I didn't feel like I was gonna run out because this is where I was at. And then part of it was really feeling like I needed to plan out hourly. I would do some sort of hourly plan in my Google Cal just to make sure I wasn't overestimating how much work I could get done. And then this is hourly so I can see the scheduled things we have going on. But on a day-to-day basis with a little one, it felt too confined to do an hourly plan, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it today. So we will see how it goes. We are on a pretty decent schedule. It's not the exact same every day, but it's close. And so I can do a much better job of estimating like when I can actually get things done. But I also have 2 things scheduled today. So let's go ahead and draw those boxes. I'm trying also these new dot markers that one of you recommended to me. I will obviously link them down below. I think the brand is not on here, it's on the actual container. But there's a lot more colors, a lot brighter colors. The dots are a lot smaller than the Zig ones, but I do like the colors. And then I'm also just using the other side for this activity instead of trying to match up a mild liner, which I could have done with the Zig ones too, because they also have this type of thing on the other side. But okay, so let's start with getting the things that are on the calendar that had scheduled times into the plan. So right now we're in the middle of my AM routine. It is, oh, that one is much smaller than some of the other ones. Okay, maybe I just needed to play with it on another sheet of paper first. Oh well. So we're in the middle of my morning routine, and then there's two other things that I would like to try to get to kind of this morning. One is my workout, if my tiny human cooperates, and then I need to finish planning out the week. I obviously did this and planned this out, but I did not finish my to-do list for the week, both work and personal. So I would like to get to that like this morning. It would just make me feel better. I'm sure some of you can relate. Okay, then during her first nap, I'm gonna try to get, I do like the smaller ones because they fit nicely in the lines. I realized that when I was doing this plan. Okay, so there is one work thing that's actually not on this weekly plan that I had intended to do over the weekend that I did not get to. And then I never also wrote down my weekend recap, which I like to do on Monday mornings. And then the two things I'm gonna try to get done before this call are the analytics and prepping the call for tonight. So those are the things I'd like to get done during nap one and like before this call. Then I have a call with my content marketing coach. I can talk more about that when we get there. My mom will be here to watch my daughter during that. And then the other three work things will be this afternoon during her afternoon nap. So we will put, I guess we'll do this order, communication and content outlines. Alrighty. And then in here, I need to get dinner cooked. Then we have our community call at 6, which actually I drew this to 7:30. We'll talk about this a little bit later, maybe after we do it, or maybe during. I'll vlog during the call because we're changing some things up about the community calls. And actually I'm gonna aim for them to only be an hour, not an hour and a half. So I definitely messed that up. But then I have a couple things after that is over. I need to get the replay up of that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and close the vlog, get the clips uploading, and then my PM routine. So these are the things that have time scheduled on the calendar, and as long as something doesn't blow up, well, that looks like a lot of things. Something doesn't blow up or something takes me a lot longer than I anticipate, I should be able to get to all of this. I am also trying to get a lot done today because Lila has a doctor's appointment tomorrow and I want to kind of spend Tuesday and Wednesday to be with her just in case. So I am also going to put these to-do list sections over here. I don't know, sorry, I had to think about how to spell personal for a second. Talking and writing with mom brain is really not my strong suit. The things that I put over here in this section are either 5-minute tasks that I will fill time with if I have a bonus 5 minutes, or things that I would like to get to, but if I don't get to them today, these things take precedence. The only thing I have off the top of my mind that I'm gonna write in right now is plants. I may fill in a couple of more things after I do this to-do list and finish planning, but that is gonna be it for right now. I say that and it is a very packed day. I had to mute the class so that we don't get, what is that face? I had to mute the class so we don't get copyright on the music that she's playing. What is this face that you're making? Can you not make a silly face? Anyways, I made it almost to the end of my workout and then somebody decided, I'm doing calf raises while we're talking because that's the exercise, that I needed to up my weight. Yeah, did you decide that my 10-pound dumbbell was not enough weight? All right, I am all ready for the day. We are now in the kitchen. Lila's having her breakfast and I am making my breakfast. I've got eggs cooking on the stove. That's pretty much what I always have for breakfast. Depending on how hungry I am, I will sometimes throw a Trader Joe's hash brown in the air fryer. But first off, I'm not that hungry, and second off, we have one left. I'm like, I need to make a trip to Trader Joe's. I went yesterday actually because I was out of coffee. So we used to shop at Trader Joe's very, very regularly when we lived in New York. First off, because other grocery stores were just out of this world expensive, but also because the Trader Joe's was fairly close. And it is still fairly close to us here, but it's a little bit further. And Sam actually took over grocery shopping. So he does the grocery shopping and he likes the closer grocery store and he likes buying their name brand stuff, whatever. So I typically try to make a trip about once a month to stock up on coffee, the cold brew concentrate that I love, and the hash browns. And yesterday I went on my way to my mom's, like walking, and so I wasn't about to buy the frozen hash browns and like let them sit in the stroller. So I need to eventually get that, but now the hash browns and the coffee are like off rhythm from each other. I'm sure some of you understand what I'm saying. Anyways, so Lila will have breakfast, I will have breakfast, and then I talked about this in my last vlog of my favorites. I'm gonna do a little bit of prep for dinner. I'm making a new recipe. We'll call it new because I haven't cooked it, but our friends that were visiting last week, it was so good. That's why I'm already making it. She cooked this for us and it was absolutely delicious. I stood in here and like hung out with her while she was cooking. So easy. I think the only thing I'm gonna do is chop up the onion and then get everything that from the pantry that's part of the recipe out on the counter. It's a simple thing, but it like helps. And we're spending time in the kitchen in the morning anyways. Okay, do you need more? All right, it is about 11:40 and I'm feeling really good. I have gotten everything that I wanted to get done before this call done, even with Lila waking up before my mom even got here. So that feels really good. I also grabbed some B-roll of me working on the weekend recap and realized that I think the last vlog included that because the last vlog was also a Monday. So sorry for repetitive B-roll. Anyways, so yeah, I'm feeling like it's one of those days where I just feel like I'm going, and of course something could always pop up and throw me for a loop, but feeling good so far. So I'm gonna take the next 20 minutes. I'm gonna go have some lunch, like an early lunch, I think, so I don't get hungry because this call is 2 hours. And I could take a break and go grab something if I need to. Like I could tell her that, but I'm gonna go, I think, have some lunch and hang out with my mom and daughter for a little bit until my call at noon. Just kidding, I'm coming back to eat lunch in my office because they are at the park. So I had a sandwich and a banana and I went ahead and made myself another cup of coffee. I am really trying to only have 1 cup of coffee based on what my sleep score is on my Oura ring. You don't need to stare at my food while I talk about this, but I know I'm not necessarily gonna have to be up later because the call is at 6, but I need to be on at 6, if that makes sense. Like if it's just like a regular evening and 6 o'clock is just like dinner and family time and hey, and relaxing, whatever, like I don't need, I could say my sleep score is high enough, I don't need my 2nd cup of coffee, but today I kind of want it. So, and it's also added a little bit of syrup to it so that it's a little bit sweet, so it's kind of like my dessert for my lunch. So I'm gonna find a YouTube video or something while I eat this. All right, I feel like my hair is doing crazy things today. It's almost 3 o'clock. My call ran over a little bit and then I immediately jumped into some work because I feel like whenever I get off a call with Amanda, my content coach, I just feel, marketing coach, I don't know what to call her. She's the best. And I just feel so excited and motivated. I like have pretty much all my Q3 business goals set and done. I feel so much better than I did a couple hours ago. So now you can see, well, I haven't crossed off the call yet, but I got one thing done. So I have a couple other work-related things that I'm hopefully gonna get to before Lila wakes up from her nap. We'll see how that goes, both for me and for her. And I feel like I had planned to talk a little bit more about working with Amanda, but I feel like I've mentioned it a lot, and so I don't want to bore you. It's one of those things that I feel like balancing. Those of you who watch every single video, you know who you are, and you are the absolute best. And I feel like when I say things, you're like, you probably heard me say it before. And then there's some of you who this might be the first video of mine you're watching. And if you are new here, welcome. I'm Laken, hi. And so then I want to explain, the short version is that I work with a coach named Amanda. I'll leave her website link down below. She focuses on marketing strategies, specifically content marketing, but also a lot of other marketing strategies and making things simple. And so we sit down and talk about my business goals. We map out emails that I'm gonna send over the course of the quarter. We have a quarterly call. And also all of the topics for all of my videos, mostly just the lives, because the videos that go up on Mondays are either a vlog or a plan with me. Sometimes we will talk about things I need to make sure that I mention, like if something is coming up, etc., like that I mention it. For now, the one thing I'm gonna mention on this video is if you are not on my email list, sign up, because we have sales coming and all kinds, especially as we hit the fall. I know this video, I know it's only July, but it's coming. And so she's the best, and I always feel so much better. So I just want to check in, say hi. I'm gonna get back to work. Can you smile? Can you smile for the vlog? I feel like so many of my clips are right here in the spot. Somebody's awake. I got almost everything done. The only thing I didn't finish is the content I wanted to work on today. I started it and made progress, but I did not finish it. So I will try and get that done, hopefully either before the call tonight, depending on when Sam is done with work. He'll definitely be done by the time my call has to happen, but he may not, like, who knows what time he'll be done. Or after. What do you think, Squish? I was just telling somebody today on a call, Amanda, that I feel like I've had this mindset that I have been, like, having a little one, that sleep was such a luxury for so long that I still have this mindset of, like, I need to get to bed as early as humanly possible, like as soon as she goes to bed, and that's just not the case. Like, I don't have to do that anymore, so I could do it tonight. What are you looking at? What are you trying to look at? Are you looking outside while also grabbing my neck? You're being silly. You're being silly. Okay, what do you want to do, Squish? Maybe let's get a head start on dinner. It's like, it's not quite dinner time, but I promise I spend time in other rooms in my house than my office. But today was a very, very work heavy day. I know I did clips in the kitchen, the living room, so in the bathroom. Anyways, the call was fantastic. I was gonna vlog about, like, we've changed the format. I guess I am gonna quickly vlog about it. I feel like I've talked about it a lot in places recently because it's happening. Like, the change happened as of today, but by the time this video goes up, in case you didn't see it, I have tweaked the structure of the community calls. So the biggest changes are there are no longer any monthly themes. I felt like it was the two biggest struggles I had with that. Number one is I felt like trying to teach you about a different topic was taking away from you focusing on your goals. You already have so much going on in your life. Asking you to also learn about rest or perseverance or whatever the monthly theme was, like, it was just too much. Also, it gave the sense that all of the calls built on themselves, and sometimes they did. And so if you missed a week, all of a sudden you felt behind and you felt like you had to play catch up, and I don't want that. I want you to not feel like you have to play catch up. So all the calls are standalone. If you miss one, you miss one and you pick up the next week. The other thing is there are no longer call themes or call focuses. Instead of there being like the Q&A call and the hot seat call and the power hour call, no. Except for the goals call, that one will continue to stick. All the other calls are going to be the same sort of structure. We will start with our wins like we always do. We will do a weekly goal check-in of your goals in that moment. Then there will be a short teaching topic, like 5 minutes is my goal, and it's just timely. Whatever I feel like I need to share with you that week. Could be a pep talk, could be a reminder of how to prioritize your goals, something like that. Then 30 minutes to work on your goals. I hear time and time again, the biggest struggle that you have is that you don't have time to work on your goals. That is what I want to provide, that structured, holding you accountable time. So 30 minutes to work on your goals, and then Q&A. And you can submit questions in advance if you want to make sure your question gets answered, or you can just ask live at the end of the call.
And the goal is to keep the calls at an hour. That way you know how long to schedule for, because they used to fluctuate anywhere from like an hour to 90 minutes. You know how much time to schedule, whether you're there live or watching the replay, they're 60-minute calls. So we had our first one tonight of that new structure, and it felt really, really, really good. And I got lots of great feedback from members, and it's feeling good. I did some reflection last month that really led to these decisions. So that is good. The replay is uploading now. My peanut is asleep, and so let me check in with my planner. I did still make progress on the content. I'm not quite done. I probably have another 10 to 15 minutes, so I think I'm actually going to power through that right now. Like, I think I'm gonna sit here while this is uploading. I can't send the email out that it's done uploading till it's done anyway. So let me show you my planner. I got all these work things done. I got most of the personal things. I went ahead and drew arrows for the things I knew I wasn't gonna get to. This is the one thing I'd like to try to finish. This is, can I do this? Okay. We literally just did this. We did this. And then I'll get the replay up when it's done recording or done uploading, and get the vlog uploaded. So I'm gonna go ahead actually and close out the vlog so that I can also get that uploading while I spend this last 10, 15 minutes. These are the things, like these last 10, 15 minutes in my office is what I was kind of trying to talk about earlier, where I was feeling it. Some days I'm just tired. Like some days I'm just, sorry, I know the lighting is funky in my face. Anyway, some days I'm just exhausted and I don't have the energy to do these last 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes, however long in my office to like wrap up some work after Lila goes to bed. And on those days, and this is when I talk about like having white space. I don't want to have this time scheduled to do work. I want to leave this time as white space. There might be days that I spend it all working. I'm really behind. I need a big push. I need this whole time to work. Then there are going to be days that I'm going to spend it all resting. I'm going to take a bubble bath. I'm going to get in bed early. I'm going to read my book, etc. I feel like most days when I'm my average self, it can be a combination. I could do one work thing in here if I didn't wrap it up earlier and make some progress, and then still have plenty of time to rest and relax and go to bed at a reasonable time. Like there's still plenty of time in the evening. So yeah, thanks for letting me think through that. I'm gonna go ahead and close out this vlog here. Thanks for coming along with me today. I feel like I don't have anything else to tell you. I've done a lot of talking today, but it's been good. It's been a really, really good day. Again, and I got a lot done today. Okay, I realized that every day doesn't look like this. Every day. Tomorrow, I'm gonna take my peanut to the doctor and spend the rest of the day cuddling her. Like that's what tomorrow. I might do a couple of things in the morning before her appointment, because she'll nap before her appointment. Once I take her to the doctor, like the rest of the day is about her. Every day looks different over here, and thanks for coming along with me for a very check mark heavy day. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please click that subscribe button. I upload new videos every week focused on helping you achieve your goals. Thank you so much for watching.